Hello, Confident Ladies. This is the fourth installment of our freshman college year series. This is Confident Woman 23 back at you. This video is basically going to be really quick, but it's about 5 important study tips for freshmen. The first issue is what each course that you have should come with a syllabus outlining the direction of the class that your professor has. Generally, professors stick to the course syllabi, but occasionally they wander off. But you keep the syllabus as a reminder and planner and guide to help you stay focused on your studies. The teachers do, however, have the right to change the syllabus at any time, so you should always be aware of that. And usually it's posted. So it's important that you understand your syllabi prior to the class and what is expected of you. So make sure that when you come to class that you're aware of what you're supposed to be talking about in that current course and also what's expected for that class day, so that if you're called on for whatever reason by your professor, that you are aware and that you know what is expected of you. Number 2, when study for your coursework as soon after class as you can, because the lecture is in your memory and your mind is still in school mode. Make sure that you don't mix you immediately mix social life with coursework when you know that you have work to do. We want to make sure that you do things while they're still fresh in your memory, because later on in the day you tend to forget. Where? I spoke about this earlier in the very first video discussing college tips. Make sure that you spend the bulk of your studying time in the library versus your dorm, because you'll need to get away from the noise and distractions and of the drama unfolding there. Generally, dorm life is like an episode of The Young and the Restless. You usually are so distracted by the chaos that's going on and the hustle and bustle of things going on in the dorm. So make sure that you give yourself a calm, relaxing place to study that gives you quality study time in a quality environment. Sometimes late night cram sessions in the dorm are necessary, but you want to do that when you have to, not when you don't need to. So it's important that you build up a positive study environment in the beginning, so that you're able to be stable enough in a chaotic environment to focus. 2, make sure you introduce yourself to your faculty advisor as soon as possible. Make sure you note their office hours and available contact methods. They're there to help you and will usually gladly do so, but they won't do your homework for you. Remember, he can only advise and listen and recommend action steps, but you are an adult, you're in college, so you're responsible for yourself. Teaching assistants, if you have them, can also be good. Get to know their name and faces, and they will assist you when your professor is not able to or your faculty advisor is not able to. Remember that they are there for the experience and learning process as a teaching assistant to help build their rapport for when they become professors, so they're usually eager for the experience. Upperclassmen can sometimes seem a little intimidating because, you know, they're up in their final year and you may seem that they may not want to deal with you, but usually upperclassmen can be good mentors and a great resource, because they can support you in your younger college years to give you advice and insight on what to expect later on and things that help them do better in school. Make sure you form and join study groups early, because if you are in a particular group of study mates that aren't really your taste, keep looking, because you don't want to be involved with a group of people who are slacking off and that don't have the focus that you need to do well. Put notices up in the dorms or the cafeteria, and there will be other people looking for study partners too, so you don't have to worry about being the only one. The last one is how. Students, regardless of your year of study and courses, find it much harder to play catch up than when you can be keeping up with your course. Don't let yourself get behind. Make sure you keep up with reading assignments and papers and projects and deadlines. Make your own deadlines that are earlier than the deadlines that your professor sets for you, because this will make you be able to procrastinate less, and it will encourage you to plan and to hold yourself accountable for these deadlines, and you get a sense of accomplishment when you finish things early. It feels great. You may have that extra day or two to just relax or to just review the work that you've done and make any final changes that you may need. When you're in class, make sure you take a lot of notes. If your school professor allows, make sure you can bring your laptop or a tape recorder to the class, but don't let a recorder take the place of taking notes. Because sometimes you may not get all of the lecture on your tape recorder or digital recorder because sound goes out, tapes don't work, technology sucks sometimes. So make sure that you use bullet points or different color pens and things to note important facts or subtopic areas. If you buy your textbooks, use different color highlighters to note different types of information. Use one color for ideas, another for statistics or dates, and another for specific facts or etc. Make sure you're consistent in each color because you can get confused on things if you switch up your colors a lot. Make yourself a key for what the colors represent, and then you'll train your eye and your brain to recognize the information that you take down and read easier. So I hope these tips are helpful for studying and that they help with easing the stress and tension of adapting to a new routine in college. So remember, as a woman of confidence, you're radiant and beautiful because you are the female form. Remember to keep this an environment of mutual respect, and I will see you guys later. Love, peace, and harmony. Bye.